Hey everybody, how are you? I am back in my old space and I'm kind of happy to be here. It feels comfy and I am able to grab all of my stuff. So welcome everybody. My name is Eileen Hull and I am so happy to be here with you today. It is Tuesday and I am going to make a journal that I'm going to use on my trip over to the UK. Hey Liz. Hi, Athira. How are you? Laura, Avril. How's everybody doing? All right. I don't know if this is working. Anyway. This is weird. Is YouTube on? Okay. Well, whoever shows up. Hi, Beatrice and Marion. Okay, maybe I did a quicker introduction. It's good to see you guys. Hey, Michelle. Okay, there's a YouTube person. All right. So today, I hope you had a good weekend. First of all, we did. Kind of relaxed. Hey, Linda and Lynn. Hi, Sherry. You're off work today. Good. Oh, good. Okay. Thanks, Avril. Yeah. You never know. And I think that Instagram is also working. Hey, Karen Gartland. Let me just go over there and check. Yes, there's Leslie. Howdy. How you doing, all you Instagram folks? All right. So everybody is functioning here. All right. So I spent the weekend doing a bunch of stuff, getting ready for this show, this trip that we have coming up. So I decided I want to make a journal that I can take with me that's going to be like my trip journal. So since our focus this month is on mix and match on the blog, and that's what the team is creating with. They're taking parts from dies and folders and things and combining them in different ways. And that's usually fun to take parts from other dies. So what I thought I would do today is I am gonna, let me get my stuff out here. I am gonna be using the Skinny Mini book box because I like the shape of it. And it looks like this. This is an older die. It's been around a little while. And it can be a book or a box. I'm going to use it as a book. Oh, hey. Oh, I see Lynn saying hey to Glum, but I don't see her. Hi, Jackie. So this is going to be the base of the book. And then I'm going to cut the pages using the Handbound Journal because I like that little scallop part. So I want to show you how we can kind of make those work together. I am also going to use matboard as a base. I was gonna do leather, and before I did it, I thought I better check and make sure that works. It didn't work. I was trying to emboss onto the leather using a pigment ink, and it like sunk in, so I was kind of sad. Make sure you have room for it in a Highland coo. That's a cow, I think. All right. So I'm also going to be using the library pocket because that's a good one if I want to tuck some little cards or things in there. And also my Easy Cut adhesive, which I'm going to open right now because I'm going to cover my mat board. And what I decided to do is some napkin decoupage because I haven't done that in a while, and I just really like doing that. And I like how it looks on my books. Kind of vintagey, kind of just pretty. You were waiting in the Facebook Live site, but it didn't show. Well, shoot. Oh, you started, you refreshed it. Okay. Hi, Charlotta. I didn't say hi. All right. I also listed some napkins over in the Etsy shop. These were so pretty. I had to get them. Okay. Well, you know what? We can look when I put the camera down. But they're really cute. Thank you. It's the same room, Lisa. I mean, I cleaned it though, so there's not a whole bunch of junk over here. You would be surprised. It will accumulate though, I have no doubt. Anyway, I have these to show you. And then also I wanted to say that if you haven't ordered them yet, the new dies that are coming out September 1st are up for pre-order over in the Etsy shop. And I showed a little sneak peek last time. So here they are again. These are really fun. And this is what I'll be teaching with on my trip over to the UK. This one is really fun. These little flowers are so cute. Windowsill flowers and vase, that's part of it. This is a thinlet. This one is the tunnel arches, and that's kind of the structural part of the book. These are adorable. And I have to say, these are home sweet home. This is kind of my whole thought for the collection. And today I went upstairs to get some batteries, and I looked out the window, my kitchen window. There were $4, and they had like giant, well, one was smaller, but the other ones all had like 10 points. They were huge. I cannot believe they were there. One of them was actually sitting. If you looked in my stories, you'll see he's just sitting there with his antlers coming out like that right under my potting shed. I almost missed him. And I looked at it, I was like, oh my Lord. And he saw me looking at him. He didn't care. I mean, he could gore me or something, but they're very peaceful. Okay, then we have also this really pretty embossing folder called Lacy Leaves. So that is what the collection looks like. So you get a deal if you buy it online, and this is what you can make with it. This is the book that we're going to make in class on my trip. So if you want it, you can go ahead over and pre-order. And then I ordered them yesterday, so they should be getting here by the end of the week. And then I will be shipping them before I leave. Well, like the night before I leave. I'm going to get them in the post office. Actually, Debbie will be here, and she said she would do it. So maybe she'll do it. Yes, it was magical. I mean, would anyone in class be up for doing napkin swaps? That would be fun. I saw another question here. You have your pre-order with Susan. Good, good, good. That laying down one had huge, yeah, that was like the dad, I think, you know, like Bambi's father, kind of king of the forest. He is around here. Honestly, I was driving to get some groceries the other day, and there was a little fawn along the way. I mean, they go out, and it was sad. So anyway, yeah, Marion, that sounds fun to me. When are you both actually going to be in Scotland before the workshop? Probably the 11th, Karen, but I am not sure yet. We didn't make arrangements. We got all the arrangements for the nights that I'm teaching because I didn't want to mess it. Yeah, I know, Liz. I don't want to tell any hunters. So that would be so sad. I didn't know we had 4. I only thought we had 2. It's crazy. All right, so let's take a look at these napkins, and let's turn the camera down. Wait, let me just make sure I said everything. Oh, there are still a couple spots available along the roadshow. People have been getting sick, and so if you are still interested, or if you haven't heard about it yet and you would like to go, the map of my route is on my social media. So you can look there and see if one is near you and sign up. That would be fun. Also, we have the release party on September 2nd. So I have all the information up on that out. So save that day. We're going to do it at 11 Eastern time, which is 4 o'clock UK, because I'm going to be in a hotel. And so I want to make sure everything's working in plenty of time. So we will be broadcasting. Be ready for any kind of surprises. You never know what is going to happen. Okay. All right. I hope you guys can come. So what else? I think that's all I have. So let's hope my new system here works. Okay. All right. I think that's pretty good. Let me just turn this a little bit. Okay. All right. So these are the napkins that I put in the Etsy store. This one is all sunflowers. They're so pretty. I'll just quickly show you. I know Pam Bray loves sunflowers. I thought that was really cool with that like pretty background. And there's the nice blue. This is more with pumpkins, so that's like a fallish one. This one is pretty too. It's got the blues and it looks upside down. This one is nice, just a nice happy sunflower. This one too, you got a close up, and then this one with the blue centers, and this here, more pumpkin. So you get eight napkins in there. So that's one. Then next we have strawberries and hearts. And I have been seeing strawberries everywhere, guys. I don't know if you have, but everywhere I go, I see strawberries. So this one is called Strawberries and Hearts because I had, oh, hey, Leslie, how are you? This one was maybe my favorite. I like the heart and the strawberry, but these are just cute. If you have some fun summer projects, you want a scrapbook or you want to make a book, that one's really pretty. That one doesn't have either on it, but I just thought the colors went and I wanted to give you more. So that's kind of a bigger one. And then these are the hearts. Look at that with the one little foiled heart and these two. So the colors go really nicely, and we're going to use napkin decoupage today. So if you haven't done it before, you can now know where to get your napkins. I've got a bunch of other stuff in the shop already. This is one of them. This is my Halloween pack that I had, and then I found more that I thought would be so cute. So this is the one that's already listed. It's been there for a while, but these are kind of funny, some of them. Can you see me? Yes, I can see you, Glum. Hi. Yay. All right, you had to, what is with the problems here? All right, let's see. Who is in Iowa? Is that Jody? Yes, hi, Jody. All right, this one is cute, and you gotta love the gold. Cheers, witches. That one is one of my favorites. Hallelujah. I have no tartan, Karen. These are skeletons with creepy eyes. I know some of you like that. This one is like, I don't know, iridescent. It's cool though. Look at, you can see patterns in it. Ouija board. And this is just kind of like a celestial, I don't know, spooky one. This has vampire blood, all these little bottles. I just thought they're so cute. They're creepy, but they're cute at the same time. Then there is this one with the skulls, and these are fun too because you could take each of these elements out and just put them on like a journaling card. The spells, I mean, they're cute. And then this one is like a creepy snake. So this is in one pack, and I was going to add the other ones to this pack, but it just, I didn't want to take them all apart and have to repackage them and relist them. So I just added a mini pack of the other ones. Let me show you. I don't want to rip that. Hang on. Oh no, I ripped it. Shoot. Okay, I'll do it later. These are the new ones. And these are just so cute. Was Instagram in the car? Oh, okay. This one might be my favorite. Look at these little ghosts. I wish I had gotten more. They had more like pink ghosts at Home Goods, and I thought, no, I have enough napkins, but this one is really cute. And then that haunted house, that would be fun on a card or in front of a journal for Halloween. You know, that would be cute with the kids' costumes, wouldn't it? This one is beautiful. This is like, the only thing I don't like is I wish it was all over. It's only the one front panel here, but what are you going to do? Wait a minute, maybe. No, just that one is foiled. But still, you could stamp on these other ones and it's pretty. And then we've got like a nice Halloween gingham. So, all right. Well, I just wanted to show those. So there you are. And that's it. Okay, so let's get to work. All right. So these are the dies that I'm going to be using and the products. I have 2 pieces of adhesive, the Easy Cut adhesive. I've got my journaling card die. If you want them, they're in the Etsy shop. I'm going to be using matboard. This is the Skinny Mini die. Probably a lot of you guys have it. And this is the Handbound Journal. So this one is going to be the cover. And that one is going to be the pages. So we're going to kind of mask them off a little and have fun with that. Okay. All right. Here is my mat board. So I'm just going to quickly through this. You guys know how this is done. So I'm not going to belabor it, but I did mean to get some of this done before dinner. And wait a minute. I know I want to cut these at 7. Hang on. Let me just cut them while I'm at it before. And I've got my big trimmer here. My Caterpillar. Handy dandy. I just want to cut them down to like 7.5 so I don't miss anything. And the reason that I'm doing that, let me show you the dies here. All right. So here are the pages. So what I was thinking was, you know, this is 6 inches and this cover is 7 inches. So we're going to have a little gap there. Gingham almost tartan. Yeah. This is going to go for our covers. All right. So we're not going to make the box. That's the box part. We're going to just use the base and that's going to be the book. The reason I did it is because we don't need a real thick cover. So I'm just going to make one. I'm going to use it for this trip alone. So I'm probably only going to have 2 little books in there, maybe like a little portfolio or something. Okay, so that's going to be our base. And then we're going to measure our page here. And then we're going to put a little piece of tape here. We're going to fold our paper over and we're going to make our books so that they will fit inside. Okay. Thank you. Somebody just ordered something. I can hear it in my Etsy store, even though I muted it. All right. So let's get our text on, our adhesive on here. And what I'm going to do is, you guys know, this is one that we've kind of done before, but I really like how it looks. And I also like that I can protect the cover. And there are a couple ways. I found some other stuff lately that I think would work. I have some wax, which I thought would be kind of cool to try wax as a cover, you know, so that if I say it got wet or something, then it's not gonna ruin it. So I think that would be cool. All right, let me think here. I think I want to do my covers first. So you know what? I'm gonna trim these off so there's no question about it. I think I want to add my text paper on here first and then cut it. So where's my paper? my big giant paper cutter when I want it. I got out when I was cleaning, I found this old like green paper cutter, like an office paper cutter that I had gotten at a thrift store, and I had to like fight a lady for it. So I should have brought it over. There's still stuff that hasn't migrated over, but it will get here someday. All right, now let's do this. And here is some paper. These are just some old scraps that I had. Got some music papers. It's all attached. I have a bunch of stuff here. All right, so I am going to cover this first with some, vintagey papers. Each of these, and then I'm going to cut it. Hallelujah, Song of Gladness. That's nice. All right, let me get I think I'll rip them. I like to rip them because it's a little more random. But it doesn't look as clean. So I'm going for kind of a vintagey thing here. Well, my son must be on the phone. My husband is laughing. My son is in town for 2 weeks, and it was so nice the other day. He and I went out for breakfast, and we never get to do that. It's always, the kids running around, and so we had a nice chat. It was really nice. His birthday is on Thursday. All right, I probably should have read what was in this book, but this is an old Reader's Digest book. And I'm just kind of randomly cutting these so that I'm going to put them on the cover. I like this one because look at that nice, worn edges. And let's get some different. Now this is a old, look at that, a French workbook. I see a question. Retreat. Oh, yeah, Karen. That's right. 3 times. Prairie. That's a good word. Oh, the covered wagon. Yeah. Just, I would say, kind of keep an eye on what you're covering your stuff with, because you never know what's going to be showing up there. All right, we can always mess with this. I'm just trying to get some base. It's kind of fun to be tearing this paper. There's another, that's good. Dachshunds, curvature. All right. So we're going to do them both this way, but then I'm going to turn one. Hopefully I remember so that things are facing the right way, because we're going to butt the spines up to each other. So one's going to be this way, then we have to turn it so the spines align here. Okay, but while we're covering them, we don't have to worry about that. Okay, so I'm going to peel off my adhesive. And I'm just going to start laying down papers. And I can still kind of, trim them if I have to. Prairie chicken. Let's do... Okay, that doesn't look anything bad there. It's good to know. And you can do them randomly, but I kind of like having them lined up. Where's my Song of Gladness? I'll do that on the other one. Oh, that's the same book. Oh, here's the French. Let's do that. And we could do a little music going this way. So you can see this is not anything hard. It's kind of fun. Just tear when you get to this. And you could be decoupaging right now, but I don't want to have to wait for that to dry. So I'm just going to do it as I go. But if you wanted to just do the decoupage method the whole time, then you're good with that. Actually, I might go upside down with this one. I don't want it to be too matchy-matchy. That may not even show, but all right. Then we can go around here and just kind of trim these off because that's over the edge. And we could use these scraps, but I usually get rid of them unless I just need a little tiny spot to cover. Like a cottage in Scotland for a week of crafting. Wouldn't that be fun? Oh, we're going to go take him out for dinner. That's what he's talking about on Thursday. Okay, so we still got most of the that stagecoach there. I just want to cover this top because you never know how that's going to line up, and I would not want to wreck it when I cut it. Okay, there's one. I know we have talked about doing a retreat, talked about doing a cruise. That will be fun someday, guys. Oh, that looks nice. That's a good, oh, look at that. Let's go down this way. This is pretty fragile, actually. Preserver. Let's go that way. It's fun because you don't really have to think about it. In fact, the faster you go, usually the better it turns out. Sometimes I just take them off because they're in the way. And you could use those little strips again. Let's see. And what are you guys up to? What are you making these days? Let's see what else. This is an a keyboard. What is that? A xylophone. That's a lighter color, so I like that idea. Tending to go over the 10th. Oh, wow. Okay. And a couple little strips. Okay. I'm looking for like a little, yeah, like this one. I had a strip somewhere, but plenty of them here. Okay, then we'll be ready to cut. And then I think what I'm going to do inside my book is I'm going to do that trick with the luster wax. And I'm just going to kind of brush that up and down the thing. Okay, so now, I don't know which one I want for what. I'm just going to wait and see what they look like. But actually, I think the choice will be made for me. So I don't have to decide. Okay, so here is our skinny mini. Here are our cutting pads. I'm still trying to get my setup here, guys. It's not coming to me too easily. Even though I just did it. Like not long ago. When did I switch this? Not that long. All right, so this one I'm going to have face this way. Not that there even is a right or left. This one I'm going to have going that way. All right. Because we're going to decoupage over it anyway. Okay, here we go. Make sure that you turn your right side over so it's facing the die. Hey, Carrie Hubers. Hi, Belinda. You're making something to bring to the class. Mixing and matching dies also. Excellent. I can't wait to see it. All right. That's nice. That has the keyboard. I think that's going to be the front. And I think I might have been off track a little bit, but that could be the back also. All right. Let's see what the other one looks like, and I'll try and lay it straighter. Okay. Why is that not? Oh, I don't have adhesive on there. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know what I did with the other one. It doesn't really matter. I'm really going to cover it with my napkins, so you won't be able to see it. But you will be able to see that there is text, just not, read it, which could be good. Yes, I think it will take a while to get used to it again. Isn't that crazy? Even though I had it like this for years. I should be used to that from just managing Facebook, which changes every 2 days. Okay, another cover. So let's line them up and see what we have here. All right, here are our 2 spines. So we can go that way. I like that. That's got the covered wagon. And this has the piano. All right, I think that's what I would like to do. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this together. I got to think about what I want to use here, because I may. No, that seems on there pretty well. I'm going to do my red line tape just for speed. But if it starts to come off, I was talking to somebody and they said that they always use, if they're using the red line tape, they also do glue. And I didn't do that, but I could. If I put it down the middle, I can do glue on either side. So let's try that this time. See what happens. All right, let me get rid of this. It's in the way. We might use it later because I may cover a file folder. I keep this in a big, like one of those bags. Where did I put it? One of these. And I just throw it when I get rid of a book and I cut it down. I just throw all this stuff in there. I have map pieces. I have tea-dyed paper, all kinds of stuff. But it's kind of floppy, but it stays pretty well. Okay. So now we have our covers. This is going to be my back. The reason I'm doing that is because I want to wrap my front around so I have less things sticking out here on the side. All right, so let's pick this up. First, I'm going to lay it on the edge of my table and just fold that over. Probably have to get a new wardrobe to match that. Oh, are you talking to Leslie? Glue gives you wiggle room. Put on top of the tape. Yes. That does sound good. All right. So now we've got our book. Okay. That looks good. Everything's lining up. All right. So I do have glue. I'm going to wait and open this, put this on first. I don't know why I haven't done that. I guess I haven't really had any trouble with the red line tape ever releasing. It's pretty strong, but it can't hurt. And you do sometimes need a little time to like move it around a little. Okay. Hopefully this is working. Okay, so I'm just going to do a line down here. And maybe some right on top. Okay. I'm back to square one. I like the glue press, but I am still having to, you know, fiddle with it with the needle in there. All right, let's see. I've got to move it a little. Yeah, that did give a little leeway there. All right, let's make sure it closes. Yep, that looks good. Okay, so we have our cover. Just press down on that for a minute. Yes, wiggle room. Always good. All right, let me get a tissue. Sorry. Of course, my nose starts running. Okay, now we have our book cover done. Let me go ahead. And I'm going to do my luster wax thing now while I'm at it, just to get it done, because this is messy sometimes. All right, so I've got my luster wax. I have my little sponge. And just loading that up. And then I'm just going to drag it. And we just did this recently. I just like how that looks. Make sure that you start at one end and go, unless if you don't, you're going to get streaks, which doesn't look bad either. That's nice. It's just, it's a background, you know, it's something you don't have to think about, and it looks good. Fills in the white. It knocks down the white, which is really the only reason I did it. And I didn't want to mess with doing more paper. I think it looks vintagey. All the reasons to do it. Okay. Now, I don't think I brought my... Oh, I don't have my rag, but I would normally... Wait a minute. Let me get a tissue here. I usually take like an old t-shirt and just rub that, so it doesn't come off on your books or whatever you're going to put inside. Okay. Where did I get that sponge? Oh, man. I don't know, Leslie. Somewhere along my travels. I like it, though. It just fits in there. I think it was like a glue bottle, but it just was sold, you know, there was no glue bottle with it. Who knows? Maybe it was a bingo marker. I honestly cannot remember. I had them a while ago, but look at that. I mean, that stuff came off. So you do want to just get it off as much as you can off your hands and off your book. And it also buffs it a little bit. I think it's pretty. Okay, that came out pretty clean. All right, now we have our covers. So what we're going to do, actually, I'm going to keep this down. Here's where I was playing with alcohol inks the other day. I am going to get out my napkins, and I kind of thought I want to do pink this time. I love that. That may be my favorite napkin ever. So I think I'll put that right there. And I might even keep this blue. That's pretty. So you guys know the trick. You take your water brush or a paintbrush, and you can kind of go around the edges here. Just squeeze it, get a little, whoa, not that much water, just kind of so you can tear it. And then pull. That's going to give you nice torn edges so it doesn't look like you cut it. I mean, if you cut it, that's fine too, but I like this look. All right, then that's a little wet still. That's okay. I'm just gonna put that there. Then I don't have to tear these edges too. It's because that's the edge of the book. So I also found these, and I think these are tissue paper, but I kind of like the sayings. Small farm. This one says farmers market open daily. This has the little truck. Life is better on the farm. Oh, and it says home sweet home. I mean, I had to do that. Shoe polish. Oh, maybe they are. I don't know what that is. Rise and Shine. That's a song I want at my funeral. Gather. That's a good one. And Farm Fresh Eggs. That one looks like it's already decoupaged on there, so I probably won't use this. But that would go nicely, maybe up there. All right, so let's get out our spatula here. This is just a Dollar Tree cosmetic sponge. Oops. Ooh, what? This one, I haven't used that in a while. I have two big ones. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Oh, wow. Peeling glue is really fun. All right. So let's start putting this on here. And I don't usually figure it out ahead of time. I just go for it. And you could do a whole coat over here. It's going to get it sooner or later anyway. So if you want to coat your whole thing, you can do that. But you could do a little piece at a time too, however you want to do it. This is a sealer that goes underneath. And this is also acting as a glue to stick this on right now. And then you're going to add, well, you can press it down and then add another layer. I kind of start from the middle. Now this actually came out pretty good, but if you get it where it wrinkles, don't worry about it. In the end, it's all going to blend in and you won't care. I don't think. I don't care. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay, let's do this one. So probably what I'll do is put on all of my little sayings and stuff, and then I'll go over it again with one big coat. I like this because I don't have to trim my edges. But if it's no big deal because you can just sand them when you get to the end. And this dries, then if you've had that, you just take a sanding block and go over it and it'll come right off. Okay, what else? Let's do some of these. Yeah, let's do that. You're feeling blue? Oh, Karen. Well, I hope you're not feeling too blue. Now this is going to be in the way of my closure, but that's all right. I know it's there. Okay. This is a pretty one. Soft. Let's do this on the back. And I might just... That goes nice. This is a very soft pink. And lemons, which are very fresh. That's pretty. Let's just... I think I might just lay this on here and then rip it around it while it's on there. Let's see what happens. All right. See, I don't like these even lines here. Maybe I should have torn it first. Oh well. I want that little touch of blue there. This is a very forgiving method, you can see. Gotta love it. And if you didn't get under it, just you can lift this up, give it another coat, let it stick. There you go. And what else? Now this is rippling a little, which it will do. Farmer's Market, open daily. I don't want to cover my keyboard. You just got a lemon designed lemon placemat. Oh, I love lemons. They're so like crisp and oh, I forgot to put it underneath. This may even go through, or we can get it in place, lift up half of it, and that's okay. Good thing it didn't rip. I do have stamps too, which I got out, but let's see. That's enough writing. Let's see what else we have. This is a pretty one. I like the bird. So I think I will cut out the little bird and put that up here. And that's enough for me. You could cover the whole thing with it, whatever you want to do. It's your project. But I think the only theme I had was kind of pink. And nature, I guess. Just goes with that home sweet home theme there. I'm on a roll. And the funny thing is, I'm not home a lot. Maybe it's, absence makes the heart grow fonder. I don't know, but I do like being home. But I like going too. All right, this is sticky, and I tore his little tail. Sorry, bird. All right, where should I put him? Right there. All right, then it seems to be drying pretty quick. I don't know if that's the weather. It's not that hot today, but it's not bad. Pretty hot. Looks like he's at the market. Well, I didn't get it right on track, but I could even do another layer of this on top of it. Okay, let's just go and fill this in. Yeah, a happy print. All right, I'm trying not to make it too thick because then it'll take a while to dry. However, we still need to make the book, so we have time here. Ooh. All right, maybe we just get to cut the books out, but at least we got the cover done. I like it. I may add something. I got to add the closure, but I'm not going to do it until it dries. Okay. And this rippling should go down. If it doesn't, just lay it under a book after it dries and let it flatten. And you could add little pieces of lace. I think I forgot to show you. I've also done this with like cans, and these are so fun. This is like a little baby corn can, and same idea. You just cover that. This is one that I did out of a jar. So I painted it with gesso first, and then I painted on all different things and added like little flowers, lace, ribbon. And here's a little baby one. This one I did with my friend Paula a long time ago for you guys at her house. I think we went to, and it was Easter time, so we had like little chicks. So anyway, you can do them in any theme that you want. They're just really fun, especially if you like to recycle. It's like one of those satisfying recycle projects that, and if you need a napkin at dinner, you've got napkins. So it's all around a good product. I could also add, when I let this dry, I could add some of that luster wax around the edges. Which decoupage? This is a Deco Art medium. I like this one a lot. I also like the Mod Podge matte. The Mod Podge glossy is sticky, and I don't like that. All right, I'm going to put this. So, you know, that's not, oh, I just got that all over my hands. I'm going to put that in to soak. And let's get to our pages, okay? Now, I have some washi tape, which I'm going to use to mark my book cover. And let's just for a minute, oh, let's get the die. So I don't want to, we'll measure on the die instead of using that wet book cover. And we'll allow for the fold a little bit, okay? So I don't know if you can see, but here is the score line. Jars make fab tea lights. They would be beautiful. Okay, so my cover here is almost 4. It's about 3 7/8. So I want the end of my page to be, let's say, 3 1/2. So I'm going to measure, and at the max of 3 1/2 here, I'm going to put my tape going down over here, okay? You could mark it with some, with like a marker, but then it would be on there forever, and you may want to adjust that at some point. This is old tape. All right. I just want to have a straight edge going across here. So let's look at that again. 3 1/2. So here's my 0 right here. So my fold, could even go a little in there. The fold of my page, I want to be right about here, okay? Oops. We can measure that again and make sure we have that straight. Okay, let's see. All right. Oh, and we have centimeters. Okay, wait a minute. This is 8 1/2 centimeters, Charlotta. Why you keep baby wipes handy? That would be a good idea. And this is a little bit under. This is more like 3 3/8. So let's make sure it's the same up here. It is perfect. Okay, so that's a good line there. So what I'm going to do is I like to have my graph paper, which I happen to have right here. So I want to think about, now before I started this, I made a list of all the things that I wanted for my book, because this is like a you know, a custom book. And these are the things that I wanted to be. Pretty. I wanted to have a calendar. And the reason I made it that tall was, this is an older one, but I do have a calendar that looks like this, but it's shorter and it would fit in the book. So I'm just going to make a little band for that and slip that in there. I want pockets. I want tabs. I want it durable. I want a pen loop, so I have a pencil with me. I want an easy closure, elastic or button. Maybe leather. That was the failure, so no. Decoupage. Okay, so I have, I'm going in the right direction. Okay, so before you do this, just think about what it is that you're going to do with it and try to, you know, make it to fit those specs. All right, so I'm using grid paper because I can't write a straight line. So I'm just going to make one little signature book out of this. And then we'll get our elastic in, and that might be all we have time for. So I had big ambitions. I should have done the decoupaging first, but I kind of wanted to do that with you guys in case there's somebody that hasn't seen that method before. But I also brought out some, maybe we'll do this on Thursday because I'm not sure that rainbow wheel is going to take all day. But these are some file folders, and I was going to use one of these to make like a file folder, like a cover for the book. So I don't know which one I'm going to use, but I got out some pinkish covered things. Is that paper double-sided? Yes. This, Lenine, is paper that I got at Dollar General. So it has lined paper on one side and it has grid on the other, which is perfect. So I am going to fold this in half. This is not scientific by any stretch, but it works. So I couldn't find my bone folder. This is an old one that I have. Probably would help to do this. So you can see this is not perfect. This is going to get cut, so it doesn't matter. All right. So now, oh, I also have a plain one. And these are nice for like journaling cards. That's what I was going to do. Yes, I know. It is really cool. Because you can sketch here, you could, like design a beaded thing and have the nice grid squares, and then also write your shopping list over here. So what I'm going to do is just line this up here, my fold, with my washi tape. Now this is kind of thick, but I think we'll be okay. Let's get our machine. Okay. Cowshed Journal. I don't know. Karen, I don't get your language. I don't know your abbreviations. Now this might stick out a little, so that's not good. Might have to trim that. Well, we could give it a try. Now I might want that little part up there, so I'm just going to lay this on here. Let's see what happens. If it doesn't go through, I might use my smaller cutting pad so I can keep it under control a little better. Let's see what happens when we get up here. Ah, it's folding over. All right, that's good. And look at our cute little pages. And the other thing that I want to do is make these into tabs. All right, so we have this nice little piece here. I can make another little journal out of that. And look at how cute, our little book. Isn't that adorable? I am so glad that that fits. All right, let's put that. Let's see if this is dry. I doubt it. I really don't want to be working with the glue. I might have to wait, guys. All right, let's just turn this over, though, and make sure that it fits, which it does. Plenty of room here. And we could even have tabs sticking out into there. I did find these little tabs from the library pocket, which I thought might be nice to kind of just stick out a little. And then you don't have to measure, they're right there. So I might actually do another layer of this because I write a lot. So you know what, guys? I think I am just going to end it now. Maybe I will have to finish this on Thursday. And I think we could still do the 3D rainbow, or what is it? Color wheel. 3D color wheel. I think we probably could fit that in and finish this. I'll get everything ready to go, and then we'll just finish this on Thursday. Okay. All right, guys. I am working my big behind off, trying to get ready to go. Look at these cute little paper clips I found yesterday. I don't know if you guys, you could do cover from the file folder for the signature. Yes, that would be very cute. That's what I was thinking, because it does give a little structure, Lenine. Yesterday, Debbie called me and she said, have you been to that painted tree? Do you guys have painted trees by you? I don't know about the UK, but I know that we have had it a while, and I went, but like it had just opened and not everything was full. And we went and they had a whole little shop of journal stuff. And these were in there. I mean, it is outrageously expensive. Like a little thing of 50 of these was $7.95, but they were so cute. And I said to Debbie, I'm going to see if I can make some paper clips. Use that as a design. I have so much wire. I'd have to make like a little jig. So anyway, I had to get it. I got this and I got this really pretty washi tape that is like flower stamps. Isn't that really cool? So I have some like this with 49 in Market, but I had never seen it. But this was $6 a roll, but still cute. And you know what? Good for her. I want to support her for doing it. You don't have painted tree. It's like a craft mall, and it's got booths for like, had a lot of jewelry. It had a one with fabric. Actually, it had probably 4 booths of it was fabric, but it was like Liberty of London, which was also expensive, and it's kind of too light for what I would probably use. But anyway, it's fun to look in there. And it was big and it was pretty filled in. So we were happy we found that. So I'm very happy with my purchases. All right, guys. I will be back on Thursday. I hope you're going to have a good week. Yes, you don't have the, ooh, yeah, Marion, you might want that Handbound Journal. You haven't seen Painted Tree. Yeah, it's fun to look at. I don't know what the prices are. I thought about it because I have so many samples, guys. It's like I could go there and sell these things and give the team the money from all these samples, because not all the dies are current, and you know, but the samples are in good shape. I mean, they make them so well that they're sturdy. And anyway, we've been talking about what to do with them. So I don't know, but I don't think that would be the right place, but who knows? We'll figure it out. So here is our little book base, and here's our little signature. And yeah, I think, what do you think? That one has the black. That's kind of cool. I think that would be a pretty book cover, you know? So what I would do is probably cut it to here, fold it in the middle, and make it just a little bit bigger than this. And then we'd have that nice little scallop on there too. So I'm going to play around a little more, and I will be back on Thursday. Thanks for watching, guys. Wish me luck. I am working like a dog. Okay? Hopefully you don't have a cat who plays on Thursday. Uh-oh. That Pootie. What a bad kitty. All right. I got to look through here later, guys, and see what you said. Okay? All right. Thanks for coming, and I'll see you on Thursday. Bye, guys.